instead of talking about, you know, Kage's voice. Let's see. BLACKSTAR versus Blitzball champion. First 10. This is Doro's song from VF3. Kage's mom. It's very English. Not English, it's very 80ish. Alright, yo, if you want to get ready, I'll be ready. I'm about ready. I'm logged on. Ready for first 10. Am I? Who's from? Oh, we talking to somebody else. There's nothing to learn about VS6. It's the game of death. We still talking about VS6 like that, really? You want to play game of death? Just play VF2. That's game of death. PPK does like 60%. Punch does like 30. This is like throw does like half life. That's game of death. Alright, this is not hype. Okay. Hype? Where's the hype? Here we go. Much better. Play some Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is not VF. Yo, Xbox, I thought you were done loading. Yeah, it looks like I might have to commentate my own match. That's okay. But, yes. State first 210. Not Raw match. For the Cerulean Gym Badge battle. We have the host of the Gym Badge battles. Be Bounty Hunter in the chat right now. Alright. Turn this off.
assume you're ready.
Can't ever picture you winning.
Is this a test match?
Ready, go!
I'm assuming it's a test match. Test. Test. No, this is not test.
Yeah.
I guess we're playing for real. Alright. Let's see. Yo, Dinkai might get on.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, yo, oh man. Nice. He's got the meaty tech?
Knockout.
Oh, yo, we got lag. I need to turn some of this stuff off.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh my goodness, yo. Blitzball. I need to stop sleeping. Shiny cannot come at the moment. He said he could not log in. Oh, and I got Burning Hammered. Wow, wow. I might lose this. And I lost it. Okay. Let's see. Not good. That's not good. Might get blown up in this at this rate. Yo, full screen. Yeah, I'm player, commentator, and stream handler. Too many hats. Somebody else needs to take over. And no, it's not 7-6. It's 0-1. To say I have a -13 punish by side PK. Yeah, she does, but it's not really a punish. It's 4-4 KK. Which, you know, good luck getting the 4-4 buffered in time. So that's why nobody just uses that as a punish. They just use PK. Alright, 1-0. I'm losing.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Okay. That's why I get bad meaty. Wow, we both did bad meaties. And I don't know how to handle side turn situations that well yet. That's my fault.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, I'm not even watching his wake up.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Yo, shoulder ram's good till 16 frames.
Knockout.
Lag, at least the lag's consistent rather than jumping everywhere.
Ready, go!
I was waiting on the I was waiting on the shoulder ram at first. Ah, yo. He didn't wake up. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Knockout.
I think I'm starting to pick up on his habits now.
Better run home to mama now.
Not sure what Wolf does at minus 14. This is not Destiny. Alright, yo, this is not. Cerulean gym badge battle. Yes, I'm being stream handler while in between matches. BBC got one. Yes, he got one game. Yo, act like Blitzball champ is bad. Nah, he's good. Blitzball know what he's doing. He just do some props. He's not gonna get 10, but he's not gonna get shut out. I mean, he got one game off Chief Flash, so he can definitely get one game off me. Oh wow, that was dumb of me, but hey, I'll take it. No. Oh, what? Oh, the boss. Punishable.
Knockout.
Well, you don't want to take. I'll take it.
Ready, go.
Okay, yo. It seems like Denkai, he wants to commentate, even off of the delayed stream. So, you know, I'm glad to hear that. So if you wanna hear the sound, the smooth sounds of Denkai himself, you might have your wish granted in a little bit, maybe right now.
Hey, what's up?
And what is up? How's it going?
Not bad. I'm watching a little bit of TV, then we turn this off. Well, I'm actually not watching TV with just background noise.
Oh yeah? That's
Yeah.
how I end up with TV, by the way. What's in the background, by the way?
I don't even know what show it is. It's on Channel 7. It's one of those office-like shows when they kind of take the character by the side and they talk to themselves in front of the camera. One of those types of shows.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
Yo, yeah.
I gotta go to your. I'm not even watching the stream yet. I gotta. Can you link it to me, by the way, on Skype?
Oh yeah, it is a new address. So give me 1 second. I'm still in the middle of a match, but
So you playing the guy right now?
yeah, me versus Blitzball. Wow, that was a bad punish, but I'll take it.
So where's Blitzball from?
He's from North Carolina. So I'm gonna see. I met him at TFC last year when Drift was holding a VF tournament over there. So you know, and he's coming back. I think I'm gonna hold it this year, and he's gonna come back too. So
Like, I'm gonna guess he used Wolf because every player that I don't know that I haven't really played uses Wolf. He's like, they say a lot of people use Jackie or Akira, but it's Wolf. Everybody loved that guy. Everybody loved Wolf.
Wolf is good. So yeah, there's plenty of reasons to love it.
True. I'm not gonna lie about that. He definitely is good.
Yeah, he's.
But I think he's hard to use though. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's like that easy to use.
I don't think so
I
either.
can't use him. I can't use Wolf. I'm letting you know right now. I can't.
Wolf, you gotta be careful. He's already slow.
It's like I keep trying to go for the throw, and then in an FS, if you keep going for the throw, you're probably gonna get your ass kicked.
That's the thing. It's like to play Wolf. It seems like you want to go for the throw, right? But the throw will stop working. So what do you do after the throw stops working?
And not only that, they always freaking break forward. So like, don't even bother to use that one. 'Cause then Just go for the back throw and yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta convince them to not, you know, good luck with that, but you have to convince them to not break forward or whatever,
So how good is Blitzball?
He's okay. Better than average, but
better than average? Well, in the United States, I don't know. It's hard to tell what that is. Better than average. He can use all the 3 buttons. That's what that is.
yeah, he actually can.
Oh, okay. He can use all 3.
But he was the one on Raw last year that challenged Chief Flash, man. It was just like, wow, it's out of nowhere. It's like, I challenge you, Chief Flash.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, and he actually did pretty well. He didn't get shut out. And he's been playing everything, so.
Was it like 10-4?
No, it was like 10-1. But
It's funny how you say, oh, he didn't do that bad. He didn't get shut out. 10-1. I don't know. My accounts, that's a pretty shutout right there.
I mean, yeah, normal standards, yeah, but yo, like Blitzball is like new. Well, he's not new, but he's kind of like
new to FF is like his first. Yeah.
He's played it before, but I think this is the first one he's really tried to learn.
Yeah, then he's new. I consider that.
So it's like, you know, on that note, and going against the gold medal winless himself, you know, I really expected a shutout, and you know, he held his own. Even Chief Flash.
He held his own for a match and got one in, which is good. Not bad for someone new to get a match off him.
Yeah, but it wasn't like 35, 45 minutes straight of just like, you know,
like 5. Yeah, he probably got a couple of rounds in. So apparently you're not even paying attention while you're playing. You're able to hold the conversation and you're still beating up.
I mean, you know, he is doing a lot of typical Wolf stuff. So, you know what, yo? Oh, he got me though. It's 2-2 now. So, yeah, usually I can't talk and play, but
yeah, but against certain players you can.
Yo, he beat out around there with like Wolf is the new Black or whatever. Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah, in fact, he's the old Black. That's what people have been using.
The old Black.
Yeah. If it was like Shun, Kage, or Lei Fei, that'd be like the new Black. But everybody's using Wolf.
It seemed like everybody got pocket Shun.
Really? Who?
That's what it seemed like.
I haven't seen that.
Popping up in ranked.
He's one of the characters I see the least. Him, Shun, Lei Fei. Well, Lei Fei is the one I really barely see, but I don't really see Shun either.
Well,
I suck against Shun. I can't fight him for nothing because I barely fight him.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why everybody's got pocket Shuns.
That's why I have a pocket Shun.
Yeah, even Rocket was talking about his Shun, man. He was like, man, I got Rocket Brad and Space Shun. He's like, Space Shun. Like, yo, really? Yeah, BLACKSTAR. He's really good with Shun, from what I heard. He's trying all kinds of tech. Yeah. I need to learn that character too. Shoot, you might be the best Shun. Think about it. In America.
Yeah, because no one uses them. I mean, if there were 2 Dinkais in the world, if there were 2 of them, the world ain't ready for that, but if there were, and if I had to fight myself, I would not want myself to use Shun. I wouldn't win.
I mean, your style of Shun is like...
I'm pretty sure it's fucking annoying, and it's all about that 1KK and setups, and it's just fucking annoying.
It's like, okay, because 1KK is a move you really can't do anything about, and it's like, you get that to Dinkai, and it's like, what do you do against that?
Yeah, you have to, like, really react fast and just punish before he falls down all the time. Yeah, then you gotta stop his drink. Once he gets the drink, you might get a little discouraged, and then you might not even want to really play. That's like the last round.
Yeah. You talking about yourself?
Yeah, when I'm fighting Shun. Well, yeah, like the only experience I really have fighting Shun is like when Itazan Fudo was there. And if they would use any character, it probably would suck. But you know, in my head, I'm like, man, if they didn't use Shun, maybe, maybe I might do a bit better against them. But,
you talking about against Japan?
Yeah, like if those guys didn't use them, if they use like a character I'm more used to, like John, or like even Jackie or Sarah, stuck there too.
Yeah, it's like, man, it's like Shun doesn't belong in this game. It's like so different.
I like the fact that he's different. I think he does belong in the game. I don't think Taka belongs in the game. He's the guy that they should have left him out. Like they knew what they were doing when they took his ass.
Am I the only one that doesn't mind Taka? Everybody hates Taka, but
You might be the only one that don't mind him. He should just left his ass out of the game. Like nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared if he was at home.
I can kind of see, yeah, like it really right wouldn't have changed much. He wasn't in the game.
Because like to change the mechanic that much on just that one bastard just fucked it up.
But it's like everything's so punishable with that dude. It's just like,
Yeah, but you still gotta know. You gotta actually do your homework. You can't play it. But like, let's take Jerky for example. Someone who doesn't play that much anymore, but they know a lot about BF. So they go and play against some random noob that uses Taka. He's still gonna lose because he's not gonna know the specific stuff that works only on Taka. You know. Then he's not gonna get knocked down, and Shun's 1KK can't knock his ass down.
Nope.
And I hate that.
nope. Yo, Shun, that's the only
Yeah, that's
matchup
a horrible,
I feel bad about.
horrible matchup.
Only matchup.
Despicable for Shun.
Supposed to be talking about Eileen. Oh, Eileen's so bad. I'm like, okay. Jeffrey's so terrible, unplayable. Okay. Yo, Pi can't do anything. Okay. I don't feel sorry for any of
I
them.
mean, like in
But
general,
Shun
or like
versus Taka is like,
yeah,
oh,
that's
man.
probably the worst match of the game. That has to be.
It's like, I literally feel sorry for even
I
Fudo.
don't think it's. Yeah, even against Shidosha, who's not even the best of Takas, Fudo was like, I'm not fucking taking a chance.
Nope. Pick Leon.
Yeah.
Smart idea.
Yeah, because even against a confident Taka, you can still lose.
Yep. So yeah, so it's only match where I, genuinely feel sorry for someone like that. It's like a matchup.
Yeah, other than that, he's not broken. He's definitely a strong character, but you just gotta go in the dojo extra hour to get used to him.
Yeah. Or just play like a bunch of matches. Well, I should Spocky that. But yeah, just play a bunch of matches, get the character used to matches.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little challenge. While you're playing him, send me the link while you're playing. You
I did.
You did?
Yeah. Alright, yep, challenge passed. I passed that like 3 games ago. You see it?
Let me see. Maybe it's in that conversation. The last thing I have is got the mic ready. That's the last thing.
Okay,
no, mine. I think you private. Yeah. You sent it in the video.
Okay, my bad. You're looking raw through.
Yeah, I'm looking at the.
Oh, nice. A bait. Oh, okay, I can't pull that anymore. That's negative. This lag is serious.
Is it always laggy when you play against him? Or you don't really play against him?
I haven't played it since summer, so it's like I can't really remember. It could be time. It could be a lot of things. It could be time of day. It could be. I mean, I have most of my stuff closed. It could be me, but I have most of my stuff closed. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, well, it ain't me. I ain't even turning on that Xbox. If it was on a PS3, I would have probably turned it on, but yeah.
Nah, ain't it. Okay, I need to start studying habits. 'Cause I see a lot of TP. I need to see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Bad punish by me.
Yo, turn your PC volume down, because I can hear myself like seconds later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got Shining Wizard. While turning this down. It might have been my mic.
Yeah. If the one thing I hate hearing the most is my voice.
It is kind of like disorienting when you hear yourself.
Yeah.
It's just like, stop talking. Like it's me. Wait.
Yeah. See, now I know how other people feel when they hear me, when they hear myself. I'm like, Good lord.
Other people, everybody always says that. People just sound.
Yeah.
They always think that their own voice sounds terrible. Same with me. Like I would never watch my own streams because of that.
Yeah, you didn't turn your PC down. I still hear that echo like minutes later.
Let me see.
Well, at least the Skype volume down. Like you don't have to turn everything down, just the Skype. I think you can like set it so it's just Skype.
Yeah, because in order to turn it down more, I have to reset some settings.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's not worth it.
Still kind of fighting.
So it's 4-3. Okay.
Yeah.
He is putting up a fight.
Yeah. He's not bad at all. He just needs.
Well, he's like you said, he's an above average VS player. He knows where all the buttons are laid out on his stick, and he can move left and right. Just above average VS player.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing. Like I get progress.
Yep.
I'm moving to come out.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh man, I remember the
It's really gonna be hard for me to commentate because not only is it delayed, but it's like it buffers from time to time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way. I mean, when it comes to like stream commentating off of like actual stream,
It's like there's no point anyway, right?
I mean, what you can do is just be like real extremely general.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's basically what I'm
You can't
gonna
do
do.
play by
From
play.
the, yeah,
You know, well, Blitzball, you know, there's one
Yeah.
point match.
and and in a match like this, being play by play just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'm hold on, I'm not.
It's gonna be, it might be a tie game though.
Yeah. Spoilers, big tie. Who's on the mic? Yo, it's big tie.
Yep. I'm just like you guys now. I'm a Wednesday night, nothing better to do, so here I am. Everybody that's watching this live, we have something in common. You need a, we both gotta find a spot to get laid on Wednesday nights.
Heck nah.
But I'm here having fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, like Bowser. Is it Bowser or Bauer?
Bauer? Oh, Bauer, like you know Jack Bauer, 24.
Oh, okay.
I made that stream name a long time ago, back in the heyday of 24. Now you know I didn't even watch the latest season, the last season, the new one. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, there was a new one?
Yeah, it was. It was like this year.
Oh. Okay, that's what's up.
Round 2.
Yeah, because TV, I ain't watched TV since like 2009, so I'm like way behind. Even then, I wasn't watching that much.
Yeah, I mean, I download shows nowadays. You know, yeah, and now they have like Netflix and stuff. There's really no reason to watch the scheduled shows. You know, yeah,
Why not? I just play video games. Nerd.
yeah.
Wasn't doing that. I mean, programming some stuff.
Yeah, like just just learning something or just doing something instead of watching TV. Mainly what takes up time is video games and just the internet. The internet probably takes up the most time. Just random going on sites and reading random shit.
Pretty much, yeah. They're all time sinks. Everything you do now is like a time sink. Even video games. Because no matter what game you play, yo, you play Destiny, you play Call of Duty, you play BF, you play Street Fighter, you play, you know, everything except maybe Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. And when you think about it, think of like people our age back in like 1950. They didn't have these games or internet to take their time. They actually had to do shit.
Yep.
When you think about it, we're literally just staying in front of the wall, not doing anything. You know, if you took out the game and the internet, we're not doing nothing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go back to the old days of reading books.
Yeah, well,
Stuff like
that's the old days.
You'll never be a match for me.
Exactly, the old days of like a few years ago. Go to the bookstore, read a book.
Yeah.
Read a book. Read a book. Yo, 5-4.
Yeah. It's 4-4 now. Right? In my screen, they're still playing the last match.
Yeah, spoiler alert. My bad.
Yeah, spoiler.
Spoilers.
Yeah, you got me pissed off. I was eagerly awaiting
I know, man.
the victor of that match.
No, Princess Fluff back in the house. Was up. Jacko.
How about somebody else come on Skype and I'll keep you company here.
Myos? It was
Jackal.
Shiny might have. Maybe he was sitting at first, but he was like, he couldn't make it. Yeah, Shiny, yeah, usually Shiny's a hype one, so we're usually glad to see him more. 680. Really? Oh, I got KK. Why did Wolves do KK?
Oh, this is random KK. That actually hit people. Some unknown.
What is like? Could have done some more
Yeah.
damage in that stuff. Didn't he have like a 17 frame kick?
Mid kick? How fast is this mid kick? 16?
Yeah, it's probably 16, so it's probably like around there. Number 4 throws.
So what's giving you trouble right now? Like why is he? See, you get hit by that kick.
Like at this point, I'm not studying habits, which includes his or my own. So I'm not, you know. I mean, everybody has habits, right?
Yeah.
The key of the BF is like discovering those habits and just exploiting them. Like you Barry all the time. You just, you know.
But he's not really showing any habits right now.
Yeah, so but right now what I'm doing is like I think I do like in certain moves at certain points all the time.
I've got grace and
And he's
power.
picking up
You've
on it.
got zip.
So, cause he'll 2P at certain spots and it'll throw me off.
Mm.
Or like, you know, he'll do 2P into that rising elbow thing and I always get caught by that. And it's like I don't catch that until too late. Like I'm just now getting to the point of reading people and what they do.
So you haven't tried reading people before?
I've tried, but
you just had
because
because a lot of people just have their certain patterns and they just run it, and if it doesn't work, they lose. And
that's the thing is like there's so much basics to learn that it's just hard to even get to that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just
that's
like-
true. That's true. You gotta like know like the basics before, because even if you are looking at someone's patterns, you might not be able to do much.
Yeah, exactly. If it's like, okay, you know, I'm +6, you know, my opponent always presses the button. It's like, what do I do to blow it up? If you don't know, it's like that information won't do you any good.
Yeah.
So I just got thrown out. The heck, man.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Why am I not breaking forward? Yeah, I'm doing BLACKSTAR. So I'm picking up on that. He's blowing me up for it.
I'm guessing you're trying to keep this entertaining.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can see his patterns. I'm still. Okay, should be full kick. Because that's -30. That people's elbow on block. It's -30.
Oh, when you get up in time.
Run up 3KG.
See, like I'm watching the match. Like I'm like a whole like 2 rounds behind you.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's been a long time since they actually had like the stream keep up with the stream feed. So 6'5".
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, he's literally
coming
blowing up my
back.
habits. So that's the thing. You know, since I'm talking on the mic and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's
but
my
I'm
fault.
guessing. Okay, how about this? If it gets to if he gets 6, let's be quiet and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets too many wins, I'm
Then
definitely
let's be
gonna take that shit
quiet
off.
and see what
I'm
happens.
gonna be like, you know,
Round 1.
focus mode.
Ready, go!
Punch beat my punch. 12 frame beat 12 frame. 12 frame. Oh, that's like he caught my back dash. High punch, high punch. Everybody loves to do drop kick off with
Knockout.
Drop kick?
like they'll get up off the ground immediately do drop kick. And it's my fault because I didn't come with a real.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. You mean that wolf? That wolf? That low that makes you stagger?
Yeah, that 4 6.
Yeah.
No, it's 6-2K.
Yeah, 6'2". Okay, yeah. The first person I've seen that always did that was Flash.
I see it like a lot of wolves do. It's really
Yeah,
good. But all that means is like,
I
yeah,
think
you gotta come with real meaty.
they watch a good wolf player do it, and then they copy some of the good things, and it works.
Ah, I keep leaning towards chest and heart.
Yeah. Knockout.
But yeah, that could be a thing. Everybody's copying each other's tech, having similar styles and stuff.
Yeah, but in this game, if you copy somebody's tech, they don't really have similar styles. They just copy a certain tech, a certain little trick, but they feel very different. That is still their own.
I mean, because you can do that. I mean, you can do that in the game.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
I copy a lot.
so.
Like, at least when I first started using Jackie, I copied a lot of guys and kind of added my little flavor, but I used a lot of their stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like the shuffle. Like the whole backing up from rising attack using the shuffle to 2KK. I didn't take that wasn't my idea. I stole that shit.
Oh, okay, because it's good to know, because I like to watch your Jackie. I like to watch, like, real, people with, like, movement and, like, real aggressive type players and stuff like that, and try to incorporate that. So I like watching your Jackie and a lot of Japanese Jackies too. And in the shuffle step, I try to incorporate that. You see no Sarah do a shuffle at all.
Yeah, Sarah, they just added that in FT. In Final Showdown. That's why.
I'm like, why did she have it before? She does no
She
stuff.
never. Yeah. Well, they try to make the characters different. Like Jackie doesn't have a stance like Flamingo. To be honest, though, he probably could have like a little Bruce Lee stance thing.
Oh yeah, just like where you
Yeah.
makes, like noises and stuff.
You probably could have a little bit of that, kind of like a Jan Lee thing. Maybe in BF6,
I think he's fine because he's the only Jeet No fighting game character that's not Bruce Lee clone.
That's true.
And you know what? That means it's real Jeet Kune Do. Because the whole thing about Jeet Kune Do is like it's an individual style.
He might be the only white guy too that has Jeet Kune Do. Like he's not some generic Asian guy.
I mean, there's some
Just a
off
generic white guy
that give you
instead.
that count hits. No, you're not gonna give you that count hit. Oh, and as soon as I go forward break, he gets me with forward break. But yeah, it's like every other freaking character, like Vietnam, Jan Lee.
But Jan Lee, though, I gotta say, is like one of the best animated 3D characters in a fighting game, man.
Yeah, he had a good
If you like just leave him idle or do certain moves, his movement is real good. Like just to watch.
yeah.
Too bad the game ain't all that good, but
His preference. I wanted to like it, and I gave you
I tried.
not to.
I brought the game.
I think
Now,
that's
if I-
like the story of all of VFDC.
Yeah.
Like everybody tried VF.
They're alive. And if you buy the game, that means you're really trying to give it a hard run. You're trying to.
Ready, go!
You're
Yeah,
buying
I bought it
$60.
twice.
Yeah.
DOA 5 and DOA 5U. So,
Like Tekken 6, I gave a good go. I gave
Oh, yeah?
I was playing that for a while too. Like I actually like Tekken 6. It's just too many characters, and when Tekken Tag came out, I was like, forget it. I'm not even gonna bother with that. But
yeah, that was a game made for fans.
yeah,
There's no way a new player.
no, not that game.
No. I played Tekken for a month, or
Yeah.
Tekken Tag for a month.
But if I had to play a game, even though Dead or Alive is similar to VF and it has VF characters, I'd rather play Tekken. I'd rather play Tekken.
I can see that, to be honest. Tekken pisses me off. All I say about
yeah,
Tekken is like, I never wanted to like the game so much, but it never, there just wasn't that.
That's me on Dead or Alive. I'm like, freaking Jackie's in it. How come I don't like this?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, DOA is like,
Try
I
again.
mean, it's
in a
like I
few
can kind of
years.
see the stuff I don't like coming from a mile away, but Tekken is like, yo, great music, cool story. When it's not about the Mishimas, the characters are awesome. Yo, it's Eddie and Christy. It's like, yeah, man, this game's great. And then you play it.
Well, to me, that's a perfect example of how story and fighting games don't really mean much. It can still be a shitty ass game. Like you're playing VF right now and it has virtually no story within the game.
It has story. It just don't
No.
tell people.
No, because if you don't have the instruction booklet, no one's gonna know what's going on.
That's what.
You need a 5-page pamphlet to know what's going on in the game.
And they don't even have all the story in there.
Yeah.
It's like it was a lot of it was
In there.
dispersed out in drama CDs and like magazines and stuff, all the details and stuff. And Yuzuki and the other parts, wow, I messed up.
Yeah.
And his interview,
You know,
But-
like they
Okay.
shouldn't even make a story anymore. If VF6 comes out, the instruction booklet should just be like, here are guys that want to fight, you know, and that's it. It really doesn't need anything else.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I tell everybody this is like, yo, VF is like the epitome of arcade game. Everybody's talking about, yo,
Well,
Street
yeah.
Fighter's arcade. No, AM2 is the arcade company. Everything they do,
Yeah.
you know, because even Arc System works. They're really pro arcade, but yo, AM2
Like,
lives
yeah.
and dies from arcade.
That's true. Especially in the 90s.
Yep. Even with VF5, they're like, yo, you want online mode in our game
Oh,
on your
yeah.
console? Like
Yeah.
that'll be the day. And then Sega had to put a gun to their head.
Yeah, they were stupid not to. Like, imagine if this game was not online. Like, it wouldn't even.
No,
not a
there's no
soul
way.
would have brought it.
No way. I would have bought it and stuff, but there's no way we playing it. No.
No one would be playing it.
But I think Sega's fine with that. They're like, hey, you know what? Japan's playing it. That's all we care about.
Yeah, I thought it was. Well, they wouldn't be VS6 in America, that's for sure. Like, they wouldn't even waste their time porting games over.
But that's why Sega been losing money for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because, hey, you know what? Why did Sega ever even become a big company in the first place? Because, okay, when did they get big? Genesis era, right?
Yeah.
What were they doing before then? They made 6 consoles, I think. I think it was 5 or 6 consoles.
I know about the Master System. I don't know about anything before that.
I read about it in a huge article on IGN about the history of Sega, and there was like literally like 4 or 5 consoles before the Master System, and they were all
I
huge
do
failures.
not know about it. I never heard about those.
Yeah, nobody ever heard of them because they were flops, like huge flops.
Damn.
And you know,
What I
Master System was
realized-
actually their last ditch effort, and it
What I
made like
realized recently is that they were making games for the Master System when I thought it was long dead. Like, they were making games for the Master System, like, even at 98, 97. Like, wow.
oh wow, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, like, they made Virtual Fighter 2 on, like, I don't know
Really?
about Virtual Fighter 2, but they made Virtual Fighter the anime game on that thing.
What?
They made Sonic the Hedgehog on that thing.
Yeah, I must have been some indies type stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, these games. I thought the Master System was long dead when these games came out.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, it was doing that with Dreamcast too, making
Yeah.
games in 2008. Yo, the system died in like 2001. But yeah, you know, but still, it's like you bought the game, right? But exactly, it wasn't Japan buying the game; it was an American buying the game, and that's what that's how Sega made their money off America. That's where the arcade games made money at first, America.
Yeah.
So, like, you had
It's Japan now.
I mean, because they changed their focus. They're like, you know what? 1995 is here. We're the biggest company. You know, we're blowing up Nintendo. It's like, you know, screw America. Screw the guys that made us what we are today. Let's focus on what we
but
are.
I think arcades dying is what did it.
I mean, that's another thing. It's like time changes. Like they want to operate arcades like it's still 1998, and
Yeah.
it's not. People are playing cell phone games, Flappy Bird. You know.
Yeah, it is. Arcades are dead now. They can probably make a resurgence, but only from the guys that are like have like nostalgia, like guys in their 30s now.
That's not even a resurgence. What they could do is look at other markets that make money that do something similar. Like I don't know, you know, like the the PC,
Internet cafes.
the internet cafes, like in Korea and stuff. In Southeast Asia,
few of them here in the States, but a lot of them are getting closed down. But yeah, they're still here.
It's like you gotta go where the market goes. It's like they're like, hey, you know what? We've been doing this for 15, 20, 25 years. We're just gonna keep doing it. Like it's no problem. And okay, that's why you're closing stores in the black and the red all the time. So
They should open up an arcade store right near where Otacon or those anime cons are at.
it's like once or twice a year they'll get.
That's true.
Now,
That's true. But they should be gunning in all their profits on that day, on that weekend.
They can sell all their old Daytona USA units and stuff like that from there. I know that. So if they actually had any stock.
Yeah. Well, let me just clarify that guys in their 30s playing arcade. The only reason why people in their 30s would be playing arcade games now is because of the nostalgia value. That's it.
It is over here in Japan. It's different.
So they would just exactly. They would see it. Oh wow, I thought these games were dead. And so they will come back for a couple of weeks and that's it.
Yeah.
But
People
like,
would be like, hey, you know, I played it as a kid. You know, I used to go to the mall and mom used to drop me off.
In fact, guys in their 30s have more chances of going into arcades than a 14-year-old nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, but to be honest, it's
Because
like
there's
the
no
average
reason for that
demographic
14-year-old
of
guy to
game
know.
players, period, is like 25, 26. So it's
Yeah.
not like we're far off from the target demographic
True.
anyway.
But back then it was like a wide range back then.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Stop getting complained about Sega mode because I can literally be in this mode all day. Yo, Blitzball. It's going ham. He's one round away from losing it all.
Yeah, well, he got 6 games in, so he did pretty good.
Yeah, it's not over with yet though. As Sega leans back and smokes a cigar. You mean the Yakuza that owns Sega name now?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, did you beat Blitzball yet? Well, I'm still watching them.
I haven't beat him yet. He's hit me with low punch, rising elbow again, and I can't beat it. It's too strong.
He getting you with P throw a lot, like.
Yeah, because you know my attack. You know I got freeze ray.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing a lot of punch. He depends a lot on punch. Just, you know.
Yeah. I say that's the hardest thing for players to defend against. Standard punch.
Yeah. No
Like
punish.
players that can defend well and react and fuzzy every time they block the standard punch will be hard for most Americans to beat.
Yeah. I mean, there's classes of moves, and there's their own rock scissors paper within that too. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people just don't see that. That's why I need to go ahead and make some videos about this stuff. Cause this game's really deep. But yeah, let me see if I get Blitzball in here. The game's over. Yo, Blitzball. I forget. What's your name? I'm so bad with names.
Yeah. You know you're bad with names when
Here we go.
the
Go ahead.
names are labeled on the Xbox Live.
No. I meant real name.
Oh, okay. What's his real name?
Oh, Jason. Yeah, so I'll look for Jason, but I'm looking in the B's. You know, for Blitzball.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what happened?
I mean, I thought it was all right.
I tell you, goodness gracious, those mids were messing me up, and I was trying so much to like switch between like doing safe stuff and taking like a few risks and.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Like sometimes I hear the echo and I'm thinking that it's live.
It could be me again, cause I did turn it back up, but
I don't know if Blitzball is still here. I think he must have got cut off.
Yeah, I might have to add him back in. Either that or he might be caught up doing something. Yo, you there? Hello. I don't know. I think something wrong with his mic. Cause you can't hear him either, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but that's it.
Yeah. I mean, well, until his mic gets back on, I guess I'll just keep talking. Like, the thing I noticed, I mean, cause I was in a conversation. It was just like I didn't take in as much information as I probably should have.
Hello?
Yeah, you there?
Oh, okay, I hear him now.
Okay. All right, yo, yeah. Go ahead and continue if you can.
Oh, by the way, if the echo's bothering you too, Blitzball, can you like hear the echoes?
Oh, no, it's coming in clear.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah, what I was saying was I was trying so hard to like switch between playing safe and actually taking a few risks, and just one could not outweigh the other, and I really have no excuses at all.
I mean, we're not looking for any justification. It's just like, what do you think you should have changed to win?
I should have caught on number one, I should have caught on a long time ago that you weren't tech rolling. So, but the thing was, I was trying to play it safe by doing ground stomps instead of the people's elbow, because there were at least 3 or 4 times that I tried to do people's elbow and you either evaded or missed. I think I maybe nailed one of them.
For me, that's the hardest thing for me when a guy doesn't tech. Like if I don't notice a guy's not teching and I'm not doing anything about it, I'm probably not gonna win.
Not to mention, BLACKSTAR got me with that second knee so much, especially considering that he delayed it a few times, and I wanted to punish like as soon as I could, and a lot of times like the setups that I wanted to do I felt like were risky, so it was just ridiculous. Like his mix-ups, especially when I tech roll, were on point.
Yeah, maybe you should have stood on the ground and not tech roll as much.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the better idea, because I want you to tech roll. If you don't tech roll, the stuff I do to you on the ground is to force you to tech roll, or make you think it's a good idea to tech roll instead.
But Sarah's a really good character at like really pressuring somebody when they tech roll and hitting somebody on the ground if they don't. But
Yeah.
not every character can do both.
Cause there's actually one combo I do to where I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it's something like 4K push G, 1K push GK, and I could end it with she does that knee into the to full circular kick. I can end it like that. That's how I usually end it. But I'll just hit you with the knee and stop, and then see what you do to tech. And if you don't tech, this is literally a tech trap. If you don't tech, you'll take like 40 more damage than you normally would by just sitting there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're not taking here, I'm gonna keep going. You're not gonna take here, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna take here, I'm gonna keep going. But it's a real specific setup. It's off a specific combo. You have to know what it is. So.
And another tough thing for me is like Wolf's short shoulder is like the hardest thing to pull off unless I have the distance and you just like, and I just happen to get a counter hit. Then I can like do what I want to do. But that's like, if you ask me, that is like one of the hardest moves to hit.
Is that 2-hit combo?
No. It's his launcher.
The short shoulder launcher.
It's back.
Okay.
Forward one.
It's a knee tackle move, right? That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like it's I think it has like deceptive range though. It looks like it has really short range, but to get it to hit, if you want to hit somebody with it more often, I would probably do it at mid range and hopefully kind of close range, but not too close.
I would think it'd be like 2P short shoulder, stuff like that, because the range is short.
Well, yeah, you could probably do 2P backdash short shoulder. That would work.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's probably specific setups. But
Yeah, and I wanted to hit reject a wall so bad. So I tried that a few times, but your awareness was just on point. Because I was hoping you would throw out a mid attack and I would just catch it, but good awareness.
Yeah, man. It's like you gotta coerce me to do that. So, because I don't know, man. I played enough Wolves, and I got caught with that stuff enough times. I'm like, no, never again, no more. So it's like there's certain tactics that I know to look for now, and it's just automatic to it's just automatic for me to not get caught in them. It's just ingrained in me now, so that's what it is. But yeah, man. Go ahead.
And one thing that I'm really happy with is I felt a lot more calmer, especially, getting used to playing on stream a lot more. Like, I feel like, I'm a lot more calm. And just, it's really those really, really neck and neck moments that just have me on the edge of my seat. Because there were, a few rounds where, I had the lead and you came back. But honestly, I was very pleased overall. I mean, I felt like I was starting to get a little bit of a groove back, once you got to 9 and I was still at 5. But that last match, you just flat out okay, I'm ending this.
Yeah, because you 3-0'd me like the match before. I'm like, what? Like, no, I have to end it because that's how people sneak up and come back. That's what Jacko did to me when we had our first Sarah mirror on Raw eons ago, last November or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Nah, I'm winning by 4, and he came back and won by 2. I'm like, what? No, never again. So I've learned that lesson. So, I had to put a stop to it. Yeah, you were like, yo, man, you came with meaties because you didn't have that last time. You didn't have the meaties down. You had some real good combos. You had wall setups. You knew how to pressure me in the throws. You hit me with a couple of burning hammers. It's like you learned so much from last time I played you. So it's like I can tell you leveled up a lot. But
well,
there's still tendencies that you have that I noticed. One of the tendencies I noticed immediately, but I kept getting. It didn't matter because I kept getting hit by it anyway. Was like, and that's the key to BF I keep telling everybody about. Is like, you notice what people's habits are, and you blow those up. That's the only way to get real guaranteed damage in this game against good people. So, you know, one thing I noticed that you did was like 2P in the short shoulder. I mean, 2P is +7, right? Nitaku situation. Throw or mid, right? Launching mid. You would always do 2P into that rising elbow. Every time.
Elbow. Okay.
So it's like, I mean, it didn't matter. You can keep doing it because I kept getting running into it. But, you know, if I didn't run into it, it was like I should have punished that correctly. And then another thing I noticed was like you depend a lot on high punch, which is not a bad idea. But if that's your only thing, and if it's to a point to where it's like a crutch, then people backdash launch, backdash 4K.
I think Rodney still uses it the most.
Yeah,
I mean,
he can get away with it. He knows how to get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're not at that level, it's like you might not. No, you probably shouldn't. You should use it, but you need to be aware of how often it's working, and when it's not working, stop using it.
I think that will work against 80% of players, though.
Yeah.
I think it will work against, and on Xbox Live, I think it should work against about 80%.
True.
If
And it
that's a
worked against
hard
me
thing
too.
yeah.
But there's one thing that he, you know, there's times where I noticed that I got away with stuff that I shouldn't
Against
have.
certain players, you got to switch it up sometimes. Though.
Yeah, because like he did, you know, he would hit me with an elbow or something, and you know, put me in reverse knee talker or something like that, right? And like, hey, I'm +6 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's his turn. So what I do freaking sweep, which is like 28 frames. And you know, lo and behold, he did high punch. So what happens? I go under him.
Yeah.
And it goes under some mids too, which is why I use it.
What I usually do that good players noticed is that I usually start off my attack with a high punch. I shouldn't even do that all the time.
With the a high punch.
Like if we're at like mid distance, or I'm running towards you, or I'm about to set up an attack, I usually start it off with a jab first. I shouldn't even do that all the time.
I mean, if they're getting tagged by it, I mean, because high punch is good for a reason. Is like
I send out the punch wanting them to block it. I expect them to block the punch.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, if I have advantage, I'm not going to do punch. You know, if I have like +6, I'm not going to do a high punch then.
Yeah. So.
I also noticed something that I started doing a little bit later in the set. Wolf's knuckle part, the one that starts mid, and if the second hit hits counter hit, you can do the infinite hit throw. But I couldn't nail the hit throw part of it because I want to say every time that I hit you, I want to say the second hit was always normal and not counter.
Yeah, it was always normal. I remember one match he did it like 3 times. I'm like, nah, you ain't getting me with this. I'm like, I'm not gonna press a button. You can smack me twice all day. I wasn't gonna press a button. So I saw where you're gonna do that. Yeah, you tried it a few times. But I think there was one time you got a counter. I think there was 1 or 2 times you got a counter hit, but you just missed it. But it was like you tried it like 3 more times after that. I'm like, nope. Sorry, I know that move. Nope. So, but yeah, that move is tricky. It's hard to get off because I mean, you have to hit for it to really work. You have to hit the second hit on counter hit. So it's a hard read. You're calling somebody out. Like, I know you're gonna press a button here. I'm gonna do this move and blow you up with it. That's what that move is. It's not supposed to happen often, unless you're just playing an idiot. So it's like, you know, it's not easy to get that move off just anyway. But yeah, I recognize. I was like, you just keep smacking with this move. I'll take the 30 damage or whatever. So, yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, props, man. I'm keeping my badge though. Told you.
Yeah, and I got a surrender mine to you.
Oh really? Oh, give me that badge then. Yeah, you got the Cerulean. You got the pewter gem too.
Yeah, it was a winner takes all. So yeah.
Oh yeah, give me all them badges. Yeah, I'm gonna be stacked. I'm gonna be like they're in Boy Scouts or whatever, Eagle Scout. I'll take that.
So let's see. I just want to make sure I do this correctly. So I go into the thread and do I highlight it and just like cut it and then paste it in the message to you?
Yo, it's B Bounty, man. It's his job. Yo, tell him to get on his
Wait,
job.
wait. I thought that was like a joke. How did this whole badge thing work? Like, so you just play people and just take?
Yeah,
Like-
it's just an excuse to get people to play first to tens and play each other and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like there's
So
like a whole
everybody has a
board.
badge.
Huh?
So everybody has a badge. Like everybody.
No. What happens is like B-Body was just he was just had an idea one day. He was just messing around board and was like, you know what? Like watching Pokemon or something like that. I'm like, what would I consider like gym level leaders in the VF community? And then B Bounty, according to his own opinion, he thought these certain players were worthy of like gym badges. These certain players are worthy of being champions, area champions. These certain players are worthy of being Elite Four. And everybody was like, you know what? Hey, that's cool. This cool idea. Let's run it. Let's make it into a real thing. Let's have matches for it. And B Bounty was like, yeah, you know what? Why not? So here we are. That's what that is. It's like
Okay, so this is like matches for the badges, basically.
pretty much. It's bragging rights. That's what it is.
Okay.
So now I got 3 batches worth of bragging rights now. So yeah.
So who do you beat to get the 3 badges? Blitzball.
Blitzball, he had beat Motola for the Pewter City gym. I don't know what badge he has.
Motola?
Pewter City, Pewter City
Pewter
is
City.
Brock's gym. So, and who'd you have, Blitzball?
I had Pewter City. I had defeated Motola for it.
I thought you had another one too.
No, just that one.
Well, I'll take 2 then. That's what's up. So I got Pewter City, I got Cerulean gym, and that's Misty's gym. So I got Brock's gym and Misty's gym. So yeah.
I never heard of that player. Motola? Who's Motola? I never heard. of him.
He's the VF translator. He's a translator on the VFDC.
okay.
So he plays Taka. So yeah, he's the guy in Japan. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we got any more badge battles? Hit me up. I'll go ahead and stream them. But yeah.
All right. I guess that's about it for this, then, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm probably gonna play more anime or more Destiny. Trying to figure out.
By the way, there will be a round 2, just to give you a heads up.
Yo.
Because you have to remember, the whole point of my hit list is to like defeat y'all. Like,
Y'all.
Yeah, he's got a hit list, and yeah, that includes you. That includes you, Dick. Dog.
I guess he had to beat you first, I suppose.
Hey, well, yeah. I guess I am the gatekeeper pretty much, yo, because I'm not nearly on the level of Dinkai yet. I'm trying to, but yeah, yo, if you can't beat me, good luck beating Dinkai. But yeah, he has like that's what I love about Blitzball. He's got the hunger, man. He had like a whole list of players they put on the roster thread about players that he wanted to beat. And it was like 20 people.
Damn,
So
20.
it was like, I'm gonna beat you, and then I'm gonna beat you, and then you, and then
Out
him.
of the 20, out of all those people on your hit list, who do you manage to take out so far?
I just actually started with
Okay.
BLACKSTAR, so he was the first one. Ever since I created the hit list, BLACKSTAR is the first one that I've attempted.
Yeah, for all the killers, he wants to beat everyone.
You're the first one he wants to kill first.
Yeah, I'm the gatekeeper. I'm literally the gatekeeper. I'm the lowest of the high, I guess. So
Yeah, he's been a target since TFC, like, and that's gonna stick with me until I can beat him in a first to 10. That is like the goal.
Wait, so you want to beat everybody first to 10 on that hit list, or you just want to beat them?
Yeah,
That's gonna be quite a hard thing. With Gentleman Thief on there, GT on there,
yeah.
that's gonna take a lifetime. I mean, that's a hard one. I mean, I don't think I can do that.
You see, the way I see it is, it's the only way that I'm gonna keep up the tabs with the top level competition out there, and to show that, hey, I can run with this crew.
Yeah, I like the hunger.
That's what
Definitely
I'm
like
saying.
that.
He's on the King Kai training, man. He's training for Kaioken. This was
No,
up,
the
man. That's why it's hype.
Kinkai training was much easier. I mean, I can remember that. Right? All you had to do was chase a monkey around. I mean, fighting GT 10 games before he does is something that I have to like really concentrate for me to do that now.
Well, you said Goku didn't have to fight Majin Buu, Cell, Frieza. For training, no.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the things that, you know, definitely, you know, BLACKSTAR, I appreciate, like, all our matches. But, you know, it's really also good to see players like, you know, Libertine, Gastineau, Jacko, STL Tim, you know, actually, you know, give me a shot, you know, just from rank matches. And, you know, it just helps me to just really see what everybody can do. And at the same time, you know, work out, you know, my weaknesses and turn them into strengths.
Man, yo, you see what I'm saying? King Kai training. That is cool.
That is good training. I mean, because if I was training, I would want to do that too.
Yeah. I mean, that honestly reminds me of me. Because I remember, like, before I met Tim and he started teaching me, like, I used to be, you know, just rank monster on Vanilla VF5.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be like, you know, who's the best Sarah player? Who's the best Sarah player?
You know,
and, you know, folks was talking about Slide. So I actually messaged Slide.
Did you play him
like,
though?
huh?
I used to play with him a lot back in Vanilla.
Oh, Slide?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't get to play him that often. And the first time I got to play him, I actually messaged him. I'm like, you're the best Sarah? He's like, what?
Yeah,
like,
he probably
you're the best
like,
Sarah. He's like, yeah. He's like, I gotta fight you. It was like,
was this in Final Showdown or was this in?
no, this is in Vanilla. This is like, oh wait. And you know, of course, he stomped me like 20 matches in a row. And of course, that's when they had the win counter in the game. It was just
that
like,
was good. Yeah, I like that.
But he spent like 2 or 3 hours on AIM, like just messaging back and forth. I never had his AIM tag before. He was like, hey, let me message you, let's talk or whatever. And he told me all kinds of tech. And you know,
I had his AIM. We used to talk on AIM sometimes too.
Yeah.
It was him and Glory that always text me when we were playing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you played you were playing Glory back then.
No, I only played Glory in Final Showdown when he started before he quit after a month.
Yeah, but he plays a game and quit after a month. That's what he does.
Yeah, he popped back on like every 2 months, and then like after 2012, he just dropped off the radar forever. So yeah, you know, that literally reminds me of me. Yo, his hit list. I did the same thing, but you know, I did it in a much more nerdy, goofier fashion.
I'm pretty sure GT had his hit list too.
I'm sure GT
and he
had
probably
a
accomplished that.
I think he was fighting for that hit list for like 5 years.
Yeah.
I hear stories about him at NYG in 07 and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I forgot who beat him. I think Adam beat him. I think it could have been Adam.
Oh, what?
I think Adam could have beaten him then.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, Adam. I still want to play Adam. So.
But even back then, GT was good. He just wasn't as good as he is now. But he was good. He was still good.
That's crazy, man. GT seems like you've been playing forever though.
Yeah, he's been playing like, I would say definitely like the most dedicated player in BS5.
I'm surprised he wasn't on Team Hydra.
What's Team Hydra?
Blondie.
You mean like the old Florida team or whatever?
Yeah.
No, he came in way after that. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I missed out on all that too. So.
Yeah, but I actually missed out on that too. That was back in VF4.
Really? I thought you were around VF4.
I was, but like not. I was only in Final Tune when VF4 Evil was out. I was playing the game, but I didn't know the guys, the main players at that time.
Oh, okay.
Like I came in when Final Tune was basically and was out. So I was forced to. I was like, I went to Chinatown. I was like, wait, there's a new VF4? How come I never heard of this? So I
Yo.
kept going out to play it, and that's when I found out the guide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if Final Tune was out for PS2, I probably would have never met any of these guys because I would have had no incentive to go out and play a new VF.
Oh, that's crazy. That's cool. So that's how y'all met up in the arcade.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Very cool.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good thing about Japan, holding on to their trump cards tightly and never letting go. So,
Yeah, because I was getting owned too at the beginning, so. Like, Rodney, this Japanese player, his name was, what was his name? Kazu. Kazu was, like, definitely the strongest player in New York.
I heard Kazu's name before. I don't know who
Like,
he is. I heard him before.
it was Adam and
Doesn't ring a
Kazu
bell.
that was definitely the strongest.
Oh, they were the best? Who did Kazu play?
Kazu played loud.
Oh, Lao?
Yeah.
Oh, scary Lao.
Like,
Interesting.
it took me a while. The first guy I played was Sal, Sudden Death.
Yeah, yeah.
And his Jeffrey was beating me, but I kind of was hanging in there. So I was like, all right, this guy is probably the best guy here. If I can beat him, then I can beat everybody. Then I played Kazu, and I couldn't even get a hit in.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's
No,
crazy.
I mean, I was able to, later on, but not after spending tons of money. You gotta pay 25 cents, 50 cents per play,
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's cool.
Wow.
It's like some old master type
Yeah,
stuff,
like-
man.
Like, I knew I was getting better because I would have like a roll of quarters. And I would always use up all the entire roll. But, like, eventually later on, I would leave the day with, like, half the roll left. So I'm like, okay, I gotta be getting better. I still have money left.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a measure. Oh, man. If
The roll of quarters was my measurement.
That's so cool. I wish Georgia had some, not Namco only arcades back then.
Yeah, and it's really rare because Final 2 wasn't even out in the States, so I think New York kind of had an unfair advantage.
Yeah?
So, well, Florida I think had it too. They could have had it too, but so when VF5 came out, I was already me, Rodney, Adam. We were already the top already. So there was we didn't have any measurement at that point. We went online and we were like the guys to beat from the very beginning.
That's crazy.
Ah, wow.
Because Final Tune had a lot of the same moves that VF5 had, so we didn't have to memorize most of the special moves.
It also makes me think back to I found a video on YouTube. Chief Flasher's doing an interview at World Cyber Games Finals.
Oh yeah, that was me. That was me when I was about 70 pounds fatter. than I am now.
He said that you were the biggest threat.
Chief Flash said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I was his biggest threat. Yeah, because he was able to beat Rodney at tournaments. I think he even managed to beat Adam at a tournament, but that was the first time he beat me at a tournament. Though he never beat me at tournaments ever. That was his first time and only time.
So even bigger than Sid Kid? Even bigger threat?
Yeah, he would get lucky against big kids sometimes, but every time when I had to play Flash at a tournament, he would always lose. Like I had his number, but at that particular night, I can actually explain to you how that whole weekend went out. Like the day before that match, WCG had like this all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink party at this spot in New York. Flash didn't want to go. He stood in his hotel room and just kept playing the game.
What?
I was yeah.
Wow.
He was just training with I don't know if you know Dennis. There's another the Asian guy. So him and Dennis were training like how to beat Denkai. Like what should I do? Me and Sid Kid was out at the bar drinking all you can drink. Because we were so confident. We were basically like, okay, we're gonna win. This is I beat Flash all the time. And I'm like, yo, Sid Kid, you can kill Dennis. Dennis, you always beat Dennis. So we were so cocky that we drunk the whole night. And then the next day, Dennis actually beat Sid Kid and Flash beat me. So
That's
Oh,
the
wow.
rule is don't be too cocky, man. Don't get cocky.
don't sleep.
Yeah, you can't sleep on anybody. That's the rule.
Man, that's crazy. I know you're salty.
Duly
Oh
noted.
God, God,
My
Dude.
goodness.
Duly noted.
I had to take the Pringles away from me. Somebody else had to take the chips away from me. That's how I lost all the weight.
My goodness. Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had to get the salt, you know, and that was it. That was definitely the worst loss that I had.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this game. After that, I was like, fuck this game. You know, I don't know. There's actually another video out after that where I was so salty that I had a run back match. Me and Flash had a money match after that.
Oh, yeah?
That's on YouTube
Oh.
too.
Oh,
It
really?
was like, yeah, we had like
Oh,
a first
okay.
to 10. It was a first to 10 salty match.
I'm going to look at that.
Yeah, it's like Rodney's channel should have it.
Oh, okay. Cool deal.
That's cool. You know, I think I might have seen that a long time ago.
Yeah,
It was like in the hotel room, right?
No, we actually did. Flash actually came down to New York, and we had it at Rodney's place.
Oh, okay. So it's a different video I'm thinking
Yeah.
about. Then, so,
So
I'm
in the
looking-
hotel room, I think he could have been fighting Cosby from Money Match.
It might have been it.
Yeah,
Now I
Flash
think about
was
it.
fighting Cosby.
Wow, man. Oh, y'all been playing such a long time. Like, see, man, I was like, I always want to be a tournament player, but I never heard of tournaments until 2008 or something like that. But even in like 2000, 2001, or even in 97, and I'm like a little kid,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, well,
middle
at that
school.
point, I wanted to go to tournaments at 97, but I was way too young. I didn't know. I couldn't even take the subway by myself to go to Manhattan. So there's
Yeah.
just no way I could have met anybody.
I mean, but if I found out even then, even when I was like 12, like there was tournaments, I would have made
Yeah.
every.
Oh, yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
made
because
every.
to be honest, I think that you're at your prime at like 12, 14, 15.
You think so? I don't think so, because
I
you're not
think
mentally
so.
there, not even close.
Okay, you're right. I think you're not mentally there, but you got the time to memorize every move. You got the time to really dedicate yourself to the game. Like,
Good point. Good
You
point.
can remember stuff, but you can't
Well,
strategize. It's like you
it's
don't have
like-
that part of your brain
It-
put
it's like
together
when
yet.
I remember playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, and when I was playing that game around 13, 14, and I remember getting all the hidden stuff. I like traveled to every area, got all the ghost skeletons and whatever. But if a game like that came out now, I just wouldn't have the patience for it. Like, I would want to play it, but I just wouldn't have the patience. You know, I got to that certain age where I'm just like, I don't want to explore. I don't want to do this shit.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
So,
when
like-
when you're that age, it's like you kind of want to explore.
Yeah,
but
like
now
that's
it's like,
it's the best age to have things in memorization. Like if I was playing Tekken now, so I didn't play it back then. I don't want to learn the moves. I just don't want to remember the moves. It's just too much
There's
work.
too many. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ton.
But for
Especially
VF,
juggles.
yeah, but for VF, I don't really gotta know the moves because I was playing that game since I was like 12. So most of the moves I don't even have to remember.
That's true. And then, yeah, that's why you had like that 14-year-old prodigy. I was like beating all the Koreans at that.
Yeah, because I think that if you get a 14-year-old kid who has the mental side of the game, who knows how the game works, he's at his prime. He's
I
gonna
don't,
be
I
at
don't think that'll be that mature. I don't think any 14-year-old is that mature yet. No.
Some
they don't
are.
even know
It's
what they
rare.
want.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's definitely rare.
You.
It's rare.
Yo, what's up, Jacko?
Hey, Jacko.
Yo.
Alright, I'm breaking. I'm gonna go and play. Y'all can keep talking. I'm just probably gonna play Destiny.
You're the leader of this chat.
I mean, yeah, y'all can talk or whatever. I'm just gonna play some Destiny or something. Either that or Persona.
So what is Destiny? I keep hearing a lot about it. It's like first-person shooter, or
It's just Halo 5. That's all it is. It's minimal Halo 5.
It gotta be better than Halo. I'm hearing so much stuff about Destiny that it has to be better than Halo.
It is
If you
better than Halo, but it's still very Halo-ish. I mean, there's more you can do, kind of. It's like because it's open world. I mean, you can explore at leisure. You have, a huge team of friends where you can do campaign stuff. It's integrated with multiplayer. I mean, but at the end of the day, it is pretty much Halo 5.
If you
And I
ask
think that's
me,
exactly what they wanted.
if you ask me, I would say that if you were to combine Halo, Mass Effect, Borderlands, and Fallout, you get Destiny.
That's a good mix.
Yeah.
Shit is overrated. I play Dreamcast all day.
Huh.
Oh, nice. It's good to see. There's many out there still with good working Dreamcasts.
Yeah, give me yours. Actually, I got one. I don't even know if it works.
Give me fuck that. I got like 4 of them shits.
I have one. I'm not sure if that works either, but I have one.
If you have one before the manufacture date of March 2000, I believe, you can actually play bootlegs easy.
Oh wow.
But not
do
bootleg,
know.
but burnt.
I have like something called a boot disc for it. So.
Yeah, but I'm seeing like with those consoles manufactured in North America before March 2000.
But you want to know something though? I hated the guy that had bootleg Dreamcast games because I think that was the primary reason the Dreamcast died.
No,
it is.
No,
it's funny.
No, everybody was bootlegging
right.
those
No.
games, man. Everyone and their grandma was bootlegging Dreamcast games.
I mean,
it's not the factor, but it's definitely
It's a
one of
huge
the main
factor.
factors. It's one of the
is.
main ones.
It contributed. It did because when people realized like, oh shit, my Dreamcast can play burnt games.
Yeah, like,
without
it could-
boot up disc.
You don't even got to mod the system out of the box. It was able to play it.
Yeah, no, it's true because, like I said, you had the boot disc, but you didn't even need that. Like I said,
Yeah,
if you have an old console, all you had to do was just burn it properly and just play it, and it played like a regular game. It was like,
Yeah.
fuck buying games, you know. But
I think there were 2 reasons why it died. One, they only had Phantasy Star Online to utilize the online. They should have had more than just
Oh
PSO.
yeah.
but
The
online was
PSO
new.
was so good, but they could have had a lot more. And the modding games. So I think those 2 main factors made it
Online
die.
was
and
new.
stuff.
You can't count
It
it
was
as a
new.
factor when it was
And-
big.
It was new,
PS2.
but look how but look how good Phantasy Star did. It did good. They should have had more of that.
Yeah,
Because at that point they was able to top a market that nobody else had. They could have really did good, much better.
no, what killed the Dreamcast was Sega being Sega for the past 8 years
That too.
and making up for billions,
Of course.
millions and tens of millions lost
Yeah.
because they make stupid decisions. Like they had the hardware for PlayStation. They had Sony as a partner. Let's make a console. Sega America's like, great, yeah, let's do it. Go to Sega in Japan. Like, no, you don't know what the heck you're talking. We're gonna make our own console. It's gonna be called a Saturn. You know?
But then
And of
people-
course, they did the same thing with Nintendo 64 hardware.
yeah, Nintendo did the same thing.
No, they did the same thing, and Nintendo acquired it from Sega, pretty much, more or less.
But I know like Sony wanted to partner up with Nintendo, and Nintendo didn't want to do it.
That was like for Final Fantasy. Well, no, that was for the system too.
'Cause, like,
And that's when
yeah,
they decided,
yeah.
like, hey, let's make our own system. Sega don't want to partner with us, Nintendo don't want to partner with us.
I think Nintendo's suffering, and I don't see Nintendo living for much longer. Not their hardware. I don't see it living much longer.
What hardware? What?
Yeah, I don't see Nintendo making more consoles in like the next couple of years.
I mean, yeah, I think
They
it's
don't have
consoles in
to.
general,
Their games,
kinda.
their
Yeah,
games,
they don't have
their
to.
own thing. Like with Nintendo's never been about hardware. It's just been about name. You know their names,
Mario.
games. Huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, Mario and
Yeah,
games.
Mario. All you need is Mario and Zelda and Smash. That's all you need. Those 3,
Yeah.
and there you go.
That's true. The
Yeah.
Wii U could probably sell millions of units just because of those 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me. And Metroid, like I love Metroid, so like I like Nintendo's name. Household names. Is just after a while though, it does get a little repetitive. It's like, okay, how many like Zelda ports are they gonna make? It's like, oh, Ocarina of Time. What are they on, like the 4th port of that now?
I mean, I got a
Mm-hmm.
Wii U. I got it for Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I'm most likely I'm getting it. And the funny thing is with me and Nintendo consoles, I always get it for third-party games, but I end up getting Nintendo stuff second. Like I'll probably get a Wii U to play Bayonetta 2, and then everything else will come after, like Smash and Mario Kart 9 and stuff, and definitely Monster Hunter. Definitely gonna get that.
Mm.
Huh.
Yeah, my two big mains for Dreamcast were Jet Grind Radio and Shenmue.
Jet Grind Radio was a real good game back then. I remember getting that on Christmas. That was a great game. Shenmue was good too. But I do think Shenmue, I don't think it aged as well as some other games did. I think Shenmue was really good for its time, but to play it now, I'm not sure how that would be.
Oh, it's still great now.
Yeah, it's still fun.
I can play that game for hours, especially 2, but one even.
Shenmue 2, I remember being much better.
It's GTA before GTA.
Yeah, like
I just don't think it aged as well as like Jet Grind or other Dreamcast games.
No, I agree with that. But the thing about Shenmue is that it's funny because, like, if you just play the game straight through, you could clear it like really fast. The whole premise behind it was the explorations. And
because it's actually pretty. Shenmue 1, what a lot of the greatness to it was like how it looked and the scope of it, but it was pretty boring. If you don't care about the scope of the game, which in 2014 I don't care about it, it's a little boring now.
Yeah.
Because it only had that one big fight at the end, which was good, but most of it was just storytelling.
Yeah.
So no, you're right.
Like, why you played it?
In this age,
But
2014,
but having that game back when it came out in 2000, that was an experience then. But now it just doesn't age as well as it should have.
Man, I played that game for hours. I love Shenmue, man. That was definitely.
But Shenmue 2 though had a lot of action. I think that was much better.
Mm-hmm.
But
definitely.
Yeah, but it didn't come out for. I had the European version, so luckily I was able to have it for Dreamcast. But
yeah, I had because PAL version has subtitles at least.
Yeah, I had that.
But I have because this is I'm a Shenmue fan. I collected all of them, even the Japanese one. And
now Shenmue 3 was to come out. They could do a lot of things with it.
Oh, absolutely.
They can do a lot of things with that game if it came out. But will it ever come out? That's the thing.
Like, why not? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it would be great if it did. It would be great.
Why not? Yo, Sega, that's
what I'm saying. Like, that's none of the
the most backwards.
There's so many things you can do with it. It has the potential to be a really, really good game, but
yeah, my thing is now, like after that time, then they did Yakuza, and I guess that was pretty much the Shenmue replacement.
True, but I think a Shenmue 3 would have been even a further grand scale than that. It's a shame. I mean, supposedly one someday is supposed to come out, but who knows?
Man, it's 2014. That game should have been out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want my fight with Lon D.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're telling me like 2 generations later you're gonna do the 3rd game? Like what the fuck, man?
Oh man, like, but
Cause you figure you had the entire PS2, Xbox One, not Xbox One, but the first Xbox and game, that generation. Then you basically had P3 and X360, and then we're already in PS4, Xbone, and still no Shenmue 3. Cause it's like really.
They're dumb.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's like, okay, because even Cliff Blazinski was like tweeting them out there, and he was like, man, I never knew so many people wanted to play Shenmue 3 or something like that. I'm like,
yeah, you can't just leave the story hanging.
They must do Shenmue Online too, and that got scrapped. Even had a trailer for that shit and flopped. I'm like, oh my god, Sega.
They keep doing Yu Suzuki wrong, man. But Sega being Sega, man. They never like making money.
Nope.
So, but yeah.
They would rather do crappy Sonic games.
Or just make pachinko machines and have VF stories. Oh wait.
I'm curious.
Oh
do
man.
the Sonic games, do they make money? I'm pretty sure they. Sadly, I'm thinking they do.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
Honestly,
even the bad ones.
I think the only one that's like, I want to say that made decent money, like recent, is. I mean, I thought Sonic Generations did well, but like some of the other titles, like before that, I was really big into Sonic Adventure 2, but. I mean,
oh yeah, well, when that came out for Dreamcast, I loved that game then. But the second Sonic Heroes came out, I was like, okay, this is crap.
Oh yeah, Sonic Hero. Oh, stop! You reminded me of that game. That game made me so
It
mad.
was the
I'm
start
like,
of the
yo, why does
Sonic
Kale
cycle.
sound like a 2-year-old? It's like, oh man. I mean, the game was okay, but
Yeah, but Sonic Adventure 2 I liked when it came out. But
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean, that
still
game
thought
is
one
not
was better.
perfect.
they made too many
either.
stinkers after that.
Sonic Adventure 2 was not perfect either. That's the thing. It's
It wasn't.
Like,
That's another game that didn't age well, but it was good then.
Right.
like
And
I still
love the
think SA1
soundtrack.
was better.
yeah, that's how
Oh
I feel.
no, SF1 was not better.
Yeah,
What?
you know why?
Tell me which
Because
one is
That
definitely
was
better
not
than two.
better. No, it
because
wasn't.
how many Sonic stages Sonic
The
Adventure 2
Sonic,
had?
the Sonic stages and the Shadow stages in 2 was too good.
Yeah.
That one just sucked.
And
Well,
you
I mean,
didn't
the
have to
differential
charge
with
to do
that
a
was
light
cool.
dash.
What are you talking about? You had Twinkle Park, you had the
Yeah,
Radical
but
Highway
it
or
wasn't-
something like
wasn't
that.
it just wasn't as fluid as 2.
Aw, man.
What?
You get to fly on the helicopter and all that stuff.
Yo,
On
the
the
thing
highway.
about that I like too.
But here's the thing: you had to use Big the Cat. That was
Oh,
not
yeah.
fun.
That's your beef. That's your beef. We
That's
found
your
it.
beef. I have no problems with using that, playing Sega Sega Sea Bass fishing with fucking Big Cat.
Okay. Yo, actually, Big the Cat, whenever he caught a fish, he had the hypest music ever, man. I'll still
Oh
play
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. The music was really good.
Amy was cool. I
Like,
liked
it would come
I
out
liked
of
Sonic
nowhere.
Adventure
It was so hype. Like, this game is awesome. I'm
That's
fishing.
fun,
I'm
man.
hyped.
Like Adventure 2 was really cool, but then when I realized it was basically back to the linear and just playing through stages, it was just like, oh, it's great. It was fun. The whole, hero dark, tail difference was pretty cool, but I just kind of missed like the exploration atmosphere that Sonic Adventure 1 felt like an adventure.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure
exactly.
2 didn't necessarily feel
Yeah.
that way.
No, you know,
Yeah,
it didn't
that's a
feel
good
like
point.
it was missing the adventure part and it was missing the Sonic part. It was like they had like 30 stages and they had 8 Sonic Shadow stages.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm like, where? Because I would play the game. I'm like, okay, yo, cool, yo, another Knuckles stage. Yeah, the music's awesome.
Oh
They
yeah,
play
yeah,
Rouge.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Oh
give
man,
SA2
Robotnik
that.
stage. I
Knuckles
hate it.
stage music
When's
was-
Sonic
I
stage
didn't
coming
really
up?
like Tails in Sonic 2. How he was in that freaking robot thing. I didn't. That was kind
Yeah, I
of.
hated that. That was
Yeah,
That was
I wish
some
you could have
bootleg,
actually like
poor
played.
man's
as-
Panzer
Yeah,
Dragoon.
because it kind of slowed down the game when he was in that shit.
It was poor man's Panzer Dragoon. It was like they need
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah.
So that's
But I
what
like the
that
music.
was.
I'll give Sonic Adventure 2 that. It has some banging tracks. Like it was really
Oh
good.
yeah, I have it on my iPod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Rouge's music, like even Knuckles, like it was pretty cool shit. But
Oh yeah, ask B Bounty about some Sonic Adventure music. He'll tell you.
yeah,
I told him about the rapper's name who did Knuckles rap music
yeah,
in Sonic Adventure 2. He almost flipped. He's like, yo, what's his name? Yo, I gotta look him up now. Just like, it was hype.
yeah, man.
It's
Yeah, he was
100p.
good.
So
Fucking Pumpkin Hill, yeah. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, I liked Wild Canyon.
Wild Canyon. Space Trip Steps was pretty good too.
yeah, I like Aquatic Mind. That's like my favorite.
Yeah,
Like that's just so chill.
I like that music when Super Sonic and Super Shadow was.
Live and Learn.
Yeah, that one.
mhm.
Oh yeah, like
Live and learn.
that got me pumped up during that stage.
Yeah, the story was alright too. It was cheesy, but it was good for its time.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, it was. I liked it, but then it just kind of just got crazy with Shadow the Hedgehog, and then it
Yeah,
just
but I
kinda-
thought it was like a cheesy goodness to it.
That's what it was.
I
It was
mean,
like a good Saturday morning cartoon.
They tried to basically expand too much on the extra characters when I think Sonic Adventure 2 did a good enough job already giving them backstory. And then like later games, they just try to just flesh them out way too much to the point where they
Yeah,
just kind of.
but the time Sonic Generation came out, I was already fed up from the Sonic games. You had that Shadow game with the guns.
Oh, that was
No, I never played that. I forgot.
That was
Like,
such
that
an insult
time,
to the
I didn't
character.
care. if Sonic, I didn't care if Sonic Generation was good or not at that time. I was just
I loved it.
That
I
generation, I
demoed
couldn't get
it.
it.
Because I like the appeal of like, oh, it brought back classic Sonic, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what they're going with.
yeah,
this
because
plot.
like they know they fucked up. They were like, okay, our game sucked. How are we gonna get people to buy it? You know what? Let's bring back that classic Sonic. This new
yeah, because
Sonic.
they fucked up
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
They try to
You don't like
recreate.
this new Sonic here, but hey, remember in the '90s? Yeah, we're gonna put
Mhm.
him in the game.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly
Fire.
why they did that, because remember they did Sonic 4 episode
Hey,
1 and 2, but it was still
Oh,
basically like new.
stop.
It was
Yeah,
basically the new Sonic look. Like I was like, what the fuck?
It felt like a Flash game.
Yeah, they shouldn't have made Sonic 4. They should have made that game years ago on a Saturn.
It didn't even feel like a Sonic 3, 2 sequel, whatever. It felt like a
because
Flash.
Sonic CD seemed better. It was a better game than that.
Sonic
Sonic
CD is
CD
the
was
best old
godlike.
school
Yeah,
Sonic
yeah.
game
Sonic
to me.
CD, yeah.
By far.
I like 3D Blast.
I heard everything on the Saturn, but I don't hear too many good things about it. I
It
never
was good
played it.
for its
Yeah, they
time.
reviewed it bad, but I think the game was still okay. I didn't really get to play it.
You know what game I had? Sonic R for a bit.
Oh, Sonic R is awesome. Yo, Richard Jocks, man.
No, that game was not awesome.
What?
It
Oh, the
was
hate.
I never
not.
played it, so I can't.
What are you talking about, man?
Sonic R. I don't know what tree you're smoking from, but
What?
Sonic R was not
Dang.
awesome.
Man, there's so many people I know that's my age is like, yo, Sonic R is the greatest. The greatest.
Man, how old are you then? I'm trying to
I was like 12. Nah, I was 13, something like that.
think. Cause that game came out around '97 then.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were so that means you're like a year. We were about the same age then. No, Sonic R sucked.
Ouch.
In fact,
This is my childhood you're
in
stabbing.
fact, Sonic R. Cause I had the game. Sonic R back then, I forced myself to like it because Sonic was in it, and I'm pretty sure everybody else our age forced themselves to like that shit too, because Sonic was in it.
Wow.
But you
Oh,
try,
man, yo,
you
got
try to
strong
put that
feelings.
thing on now. You put that game on now, and you're like, holy crap, this was horrible.
I mean, okay, just from your perspective, what was so bad about it?
I hated it. I'd call it
Everything.
Sonic Rancid.
Everything about it,
Sonic
from-
Rancid.
from like, dude, if you put that game, if you type that game on,
Wow.
I shouldn't even have to
Some
tell you.
haters.
I shouldn't have to tell you. Type,
Haters gonna hate.
put Sonic R on YouTube, and I shouldn't
Sonic
have to tell you
Rancid.
nothing.
I don't even want.
Y'all some haters, man.
Yeah, it's not haters.
Can I get a real reason as to why they hate it?
All right, then. Let me ask you another question. Can you give me a reason why you probably don't like Barbie from Nintendo? How come you don't like that game? I'm sure shitty.
What game?
Barbie from Nintendo.
Barbie?
Yeah. How come you don't? Is that game good or bad?
Barbie from.
As in like Barbie's Playhouse or whatever?
Yeah,
I
like
don't
Barbie's
know.
Playhouse.
I don't know I don't know the name, but it's like, yo, it's not my style.
Is that a good game? What do you feel about that?
There's a difference between something I don't like and something that's genuinely a bad
Oh,
game.
They are
That's
both
what people
differently
don't
bad games.
understand the difference.
There was that one Barbie game that came off of PlayStation that played like Tomb Raider. I actually thought that game was fun as hell, but I hate Barbie in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
If a
that's
game is
preference
good,
thing. If you don't like
despite
Barbie,
me
that's
being a
fine,
character,
but it
like-
doesn't make it a bad game.
Okay,
There's
then.
difference.
What do you like about Sonic R then?
Sneak King was.
Well, first of all, I was like
best game
13, but you
Oh,
know,
exactly. You were 13. Sonic was in it. The same reason why I forced myself to like it.
but still, I liked it. I didn't force myself to like it. I'm like, hey, this game
I forced
is weird.
myself to like it because it
This
was
game
a
is
gift
not like
and I hated
old
it.
Sonic.
I wanted to like
It's
chuck
still
it.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, you want another reason why it was bad? Mario Kart 64 came out around the same time.
Oh, that's what
I
it was.
also had that game.
Not, it's making so much sense now. It's like people like to turn games into other games and wish it to be that.
But
and it's like it's not.
But they came out around the same time.
Yeah, and that was the reason Sonic R existed because we wanted our own Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart 64 was like a billion times better. It was like if you own both of those games, it's like, wait, why am I wasting my time playing this Sonic shit when I could just play Mario Kart 64?
I mean, from that, yeah, it's like you compare it to Mario Kart. There's nothing gonna compare. Nothing. Just like comparing shooter games to GoldenEye back then. You know, console shooter games. It's like, no, there's nothing coming even close to that for
games
5
were-
years.
At that time, there was nothing coming close to that.
Yeah, the only thing that came close was 3-4 years later, Halo 1. That's it.
Yeah.
No-
Halo
no
was the
Perfect Dark?
game to finally take it out.
Yeah.
No Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Nope.
People actually prefer GoldenEye over that. For some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I do too, actually.
I actually do too. I didn't hate Perfect Dark.
I love Perfect Dark.
But I guess it
I
counts as
prefer-
coming close in a way, I guess, but still, it's no. GoldenEye, no, I didn't beat it. Sorry.
Oh, by the way, Virtual Tennis was really good on Dreamcast. I had that game too.
Yes, I've
game
actually
was so
played
fun.
that.
That game, like I was subscribing to the Dreamcast magazine, and I had like the demo disc, and I played the tennis game on there. I was like, I'm not gonna buy a tennis game. I played that game. I went to the store the next day, and I got it. It was that good.
See, that's what's great about Sega games. Yeah, they were like crack. Like for
Yeah,
real.
Dreamcast magazine was underrated, man. Like that magazine was the reason why I bought a lot of games because the demos
The
like
demo
hooked me. Yeah. Same thing with OPM. Like when PlayStation was out, OPM was the way to go when you wanted to test out games and just buy them the next day.
There's
Oh,
another
yeah.
thing about Sonic. Okay, I remember something about Sonic R that was really bad. The music was just
What?
horrendous.
No,
Like it just
No.
didn't match
No.
the game at all.
we need to stop.
It was there was
I'll
this
put
song-
I'm co-signing
Don't talk about
that.
Richard
I wasn't
Jacques
a big
music.
fan of
It was
music.
horrendous.
No,
There was
man.
There was a song that was like living in the city.
That's my favorite one. You
Mhm.
know, you have
I'm
to
like, holy
survive.
crap!
Gotta keep the dream alive.
Yeah, I wasn't a big
Wow,
fan of the
that-
music.
You know
to
the
be
lyrics
honest.
of that horse shit. It was a horrible song. It just didn't go with the game. It just didn't go with it at all.
Can you see?
See, at least
What you talking
with
about? I
Sonic,
used to listen to that
with
on my
Mario Kart
Walkman.
and Diddy Kong Racing and shit, like it had like melody music that fit the racing. You know,
It's like
Sonic tried to
they,
go
they,
all.
they hired a bunch of like B-rated singers from the '80s that couldn't quite make it to Hollywood. And they
Oh
let 'em-
man, stop.
They hate. They hate.
and
the
then
song.
they're like, "Here, make anything up and put it in the Sonic game."
I used to take the Sonic art disc, I'd slap him in my disc, man, and just take it to school.
See,
Just
if
listen
I
to
took
it all
the
day
Sonic
on the
art
school
music
bus
disc to
and all that.
school, my worst fear would be somebody to open my CD tray and see what it is. You
I didn't care. I didn't care. They'll be like, you want to listen? Awesome music.
Pay for a ghost analysis.
Like, hey, play it.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
was
play
good,
it.
man. I forgot what there was a PlayStation game that came out too that I was playing, and when I got Sonic R as a gift, I had to force myself to play it. But after maybe like a month, I stopped.
You want to know what Sega game had really good music though? That's pretty underrated. Metropolis Street Racer. For
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard that was real good. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was,
that game was trash.
It's
that-
Forza before Forza, ain't it?
that game was really good.
Yeah, it's like the precursor to Forza. It was the first Forza.
Yeah, I think it could have been. I think
Yeah,
it
same
was.
company.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was the precursor to that. But that music was really, really good.
Alright. Yeah, the music. I missed out on that because I played the Xbox version, whatever that was.
Oh, and that was something. That was a different. I mean, it was the same concept with the kudos.
You probably talk about Project Gotham
Yeah,
Racing.
you talk about Project Gotham.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I played.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
MSR was good.
Yeah,
Project Gotham.
MSR was the precursor to that game, actually.
Yeah, and then like Xbox bought the company up, and then
Yeah.
they made
The
Forza. after that.
MSR had like that Sega feel to it. The Project Gotham did not.
And it had online too, which was another reason why I played it a lot.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I know this is pretty much like the simplest RPG I've ever played, but it had a great soundtrack. Grandia 2.
Oh,
yeah.
what? Oh, Grandia 2. That
was
game was
good.
Oh,
awesome.
thank God you said Grandia too. What is it? If you said Evolution, I'd be like, nope.
Grandia 2, you did, yeah, it did have good. I do remember some of the tracks.
Grandia 2 was really good, and Skies of Arcadia. Those were like,
Skies of
honestly, when you talk about Dreamcast RPGs, those were the two that I always
I don't
mention.
remember. They were great. They were great.
Yo, they had that hype rap song on the disc. It was like a hidden track.
Which one?
Sick,
On
man.
what?
On Grandia 2.
Oh yeah.
Jack-
Fucking Millennia, man, that's my favorite character. Yo. She was
Millennia,
so cool.
yes. That was my
Like,
wife.
man, like she was voiced by fucking Little Mermaid, so how could you not?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tenseiken Slash.
What the fuck is her name? Jodie Benson or something like that. She did Ariel in Little Mermaid.
You make him remember the character now.
Yeah, she was the one with the bat
Yeah,
when she was.
I remember her now. Now that you mentioned who she was, I remember her.
Yeah. the Grana Saber, and I can't remember the main villain's name, but she had Valmar. She had the wings of
Valmar, yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the wings.
Oh,
of
you make me
Valmar.
want to play that game again. That game was so good, man. Like
I remember they came out with like Grandia 3, but no one talked about it.
I got it. I got it on day one.
Yo,
It's not bad.
I'm gonna tell.
What
a
was,
funny
what was
story
so
about
bad about it? What was so bad about it?
No millennia. That's it. That's all
Yeah,
it was for
pretty
me.
much.
I'm not even going front. It was like, okay, Grandia 3. I even look at like reviews. I just like, yo, Grandia 3. I'm in there, right? Because the way Grandia 2 ended, it kind of set up for like a sequel. So I bought it. I popped it in, and then I played for maybe like 30 minutes. I was like, yo, no millennia. I'm out. I said that shit right back. I was like, fuck
Oh
this.
wow.
I'm dead
Grandia 2
serious.
ending was so bad.
Well, we got most.
Because you can't compare like because the cast from 2 was so good. It was
So
like, yo, it was
basically,
stupid to not
the
make
story
bring it
was
back.
the story just killed 3. Then it wasn't anything else. It was just the cast of characters killed it.
No, I mean, all seriousness, the story was pretty weak because I eventually did play it and beat it, and it wasn't as
Because right
good
now I'm
as-
playing a game that I find just plain torture. Tales of Symphonia.
Oh, the
Like,
Tales
oh,
is just
yeah.
like the McDonald's
That
of
is,
RPG,
like-
JRPG.
Yeah, I
man.
brought it on the PlayStation Store. It's like torture trying to beat that game.
Yeah. Tales is all the
I mean,
Tales games. are
I
pretty
like
bad.
I like the Tales of Inferior on Xbox. I like that game. So I thought Tales of Inferior would be just as good.
Yeah,
but no.
see the mistake you made. I wish you had talked. I'm a huge Tales buff, so I wish you had kind of like talk to me about it because I'd have been like, nah, don't buy it. I said if you play Vesperia, there's no going back.
Yeah, it's
Because-
no
be-
going back.
Because the thing about Symphonia was, and mind you, I'm playing it too. I'm replaying it actually, Symphonia Chronicles. And the thing is, I was playing one again, and then I was just like, man, after playing Vesperia and Zilia, I can't.
Apparently, you can't go back.
To be honest with you, I forced myself to actually play through it because Symphonia is one of my favorites, but it's just like the battle system compared to the others, like nah, it's outdated, man. It's because Vesperia felt like a real fighter, like
Yeah, Vesperia was fun, and I'm playing this shit, and I'm like, holy crap, this game is
Because if you, can I tell you right now, if you played it before those games, you would appreciate it way more.
I probably would have liked it then, but
Now, nah.
Vesperia I couldn't get enough of. I really like that.
I 1K that game. That's like when I go balls deep like that, like when I 1K or play the game, that's how you know I really enjoyed it. So with Vesperia, as time consuming as it was, I eventually completed it 100%. But it was that good. Zilia, same thing. Tales of Grace. That's what you should have got. If you want a PlayStation RPG that's a Tales game that's really good, is Grace's F. That's really good.
Wow.
Battle system is like it's kind of like Third Strike in the sense that it like no it's like VF because ironically enough that game has like evades where literally you just tap
Well,
like
all I'm saying is after playing Symphonia, I'm not going to be buying any RPG for a while.
don't let Symphonia put the
No,
bad taste
well,
in your
you know,
mouth,
I
'cause,
just can't, go back to playing that shit.
Because that's
Dude,
just one game that is not necessarily bad, but you're comparing it to a more recent game that came out that's superior. Basically, Vesperia can be looked at as the real Symphonia.
I
sequel.
played Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate 3, and went back to 1.
Yo, 1 is like the only one I can play. 1 is
I
like old
personally,
school
I
kung
like
fu movie.
I like 2 the best, but Ultimate 3 I think was probably the best one. But 2 I personally like.
Ultimate 3 was the most competitive one, but I think the best
2
one legit
2
was 2.
personally I like the best. So I think it was like the best upgrade compared to 1. It did
Yeah.
so much more.
People just didn't like 2 because the game was so unbalanced and broken that it was all it was Katana. I'm not Katana. All it was Melina Jackson. It was just like dumb
Katana
matchups.
was good too. It's certain matchups.
Yeah, but I mean like
you have your
everybody
four
went for
really
the
yeah.
just those because they had basically loops. There was multiple ground pound and multiple sides.
But if you're just playing the game without knowing the tiers, I say
it's fun. Yeah, of course, no doubt. But that's usually we're competitive players. So obviously, like when
you know
we
what?
play the
Honestly,
game,
competitive play makes fighting games less fun, unless it's via.
no, you're right.
Unless
No, you're right. You're right.
You think so?
I do because the thing is, think about anime fighters, right? the fun about anime fighters when you first play them, everybody's picking everybody because nobody knows who's good. But then when the game gets longevity and everybody knows tiers, you start seeing more of the top.
Did you know the
That's
best?
a lot of Capcom games to me.
You want to know the best
True.
answer to that? I'm pretty sure a lot of people used to like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But not
I still love Marvel
Oh
vs. Capcom.
man, no!
No,
Don't
yeah,
even talk
but
about that game to me. I played a freaking Dalsim in arcade.
See, I used to love
I'm like, yo, I got Spider-Man. It's gonna be fun, and I got.
Yo,
Infinity.
Dick, I got you. That's what you're gonna say. You know, a game is laughably bad at a competitive level when people laugh at characters that you pick. Like people can assess like your skill level based on who you play. Like when I used to talk to people about the game, I could tell who was a scrub and who was good. So I would be like, "Yo, who do you play in Marvel?" They'd be like, "I play Spider-Man." And I was already laughing. I was Mega Man. I was like, "Yo."
You could be the best Spider-Man player ever. You're not gonna beat the worst. Like
No, they literally aren't competitive. Folks want to talk about bad matches and cry about bad matches. No, that's literally a bad matchup. They don't belong in the game.
That game was fun before the competitive guys broke the hell out of it.
Exactly. That's that.
I can agree
goodness.
with
That's why I hate Marvel too. That's why I hate Marvel.
and that's basically what
suck
I'm
at
saying. Competitive play made fighting games less fun, except for VF. But every other game, it just makes it less fun. Which is why I kind of stopped playing other fighters. It's just not that fun once competitive play gets into it.
It's not really the competitive part. It's the problem. It's the
because they end up breaking the game.
Man.
See, it's like
they don't know how to balance the game.
Ignorance
Fix the bugs.
is bliss when it comes to fighting games. You know, if I don't know how to do the cheap shit, but I know that this is the only good team, I'm just not gonna play the fucking game anymore. Just.
But if they have
I got to play with certain people. Like if I'm playing somebody that, like, say if I was playing like Justin Wong, who's basically the god of the game, I'd be like, I don't want to play. That's how I'm pretty good at the game, but it's like when somebody at his level is like, I can't play because I can never win because he's always gonna pick the.
I'm good at the game if you don't pick the crap that strong teams.
Well, he doesn't. But the funny thing is, he doesn't even have to pick strong teams. This is just.
Well, yeah, but he spent his life playing the game. He's like #1 on it. But
yeah, it's his game.
But still.
You know, but I agree 100%. It's like after a while, like everybody's picking MSP. And
like think about it. If VF,
it's like, all right,
let's say if VF was like that, I wouldn't be playing VF. Like if you can only pick Akira and Jackie and that's it, I wouldn't play it.
That's what I'm saying. But you know why that is? Because VF, AM2 they balanced it to where even if matches aren't bad, it's like you can still work with something. You have like you can still fight, you can compete.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun. So that's what makes me even like playing bad matchups,
Yeah.
So, because if
well,
I win,
it really is a thinking man's game because if you think about how it's played, it's not like you die. Well, you can die in 2 combos, but think about the amount of guesses, right reads you have to make to be able to mount that victory.
Work for it. It's not free. That's what it's like in these other games. So.
Because you still have to keep because the thing about VF, you have to always still think ahead of your opponent. So even if you keep him side turn, you gotta think like, okay, I'm gonna think ahead, and I know what he's gonna.
Even though I'm still gonna say that Final Showdown is a little bit less of that, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Compared to most of today's fighters, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, of course. But I compare Final Showdown to other VFs. I don't compare it to other fighters. If I compare it to other fighters, it's still like the best fighting game ever made. But
exactly.
If I'm comparing it to other VFs, then I can criticize it.
Exactly. You took the words out my mouth.
Well, the only other fighter I think that excels in this gen that people don't even play is KOF 13.
Yeah.
But that game though is the learning curve.
See, I like King of Fighters, but the reason why I just can't play those games anymore is just too much dexterity. Just too much.
13 in particular, like that's the only thing I wish 13 didn't have. I wish it kind of went back to the roots of like 98.
Yeah, like if I was younger and I want to, if my thumbs can still move like that, no, I just can't. I like watching it. I like watching it.
Let's go.
I just can't play it.
Yeah, because like 13, the thing that turns off people are the drive cancels and HD combos, and it's like, I just learn to do all that.
Yeah, just too much.
With KOF 98, it was basically just bread and butter combos, and it was kind of like you still had to be smart and shit, It wasn't a matter of who could basically do the touch of death first, so to speak.
Yeah, honestly, they don't need HD combos.
Yeah.
They really did.
Street
I mean,
Fighter
2003 is
4,
my favorite.
Street Fighter 4, I don't hate. And
I hate
There's things wrong with it, but I don't hate it.
I don't
There's things
hate
wrong
it
absolutely
because
hate
I think it. Why do you
Dumb
hate
game.
it? Here, tell me why you hate it.
Well, I hate it.
Yeah, why do you hate it?
Any game to where it's like, you know, the matchup plays itself, and there's nothing you can do to win and stuff like that. It's like, to me, that's just the developers doing a bad job, because you literally put in characters that can't compete.
Yeah.
It's like putting, you know, a green belt in a karate tournament full of like
But
7th-degree black belts.
That's
It's like,
Street Fighter's like back to the paper, right? Like,
No, I'm gonna call foul on that one, because you may be looking at American play, but if you look at Japanese play, all the characters are being used. I mean, even like you got
yeah, I mean,
the Relentless Prosper.
there's some bad matchups, but I think
Somebody in the chat, as sexual or something.